Today I'm with Cassie Lauder. She's the program manager of our DBT-based Adult Intensive Outpatient Program. Thanks a lot for being here, Cassie.
Thank you. I find this is a great opportunity to share some of the details of the program with those that might be interested or considering joining.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to start with this question. For family members or individuals who may be considering this program, are there signs to look for that they would indicate to them that an intensive outpatient program like this would be beneficial?
Absolutely. Some of the things that we could kind of look for in family members would be just like a really notable change, a change in your personality and the level of functioning. Maybe someone is not capable of doing something that they were confidently able to do before. Some sort of like breakdown in the system is often one of those signs where functioning is impaired in some way, shape, or form, and we need to get maybe the family and the system back on track.
Is that something like not being able to get up and get to work, or what does that even look like?
Yeah, sometimes it's not able to get up and get to work, or even a job loss because I wasn't managing my mental health very well in that setting. Sometimes it looks like not being able to engage with other people, just like a breakdown in the relationships, not spending time with friends or family, withdrawing, getting overly reactive. So just like something is not working and it's not going well, I guess would be like another way to say that. Also just day-to-day things. I think often IOP clients are not upholding their daily hygiene. They're not able to follow through with just the daily life tasks. They're overwhelmed by the day-to-day stressors. Um, Maybe they're not able to manage their finances. There's something going on maybe that they were able to do, but they no longer are upholding or able to because of their mental health symptoms.
How does an IOP then differ from them going to weekly counseling sessions?
What IOP can offer is just this daily routine and higher level of support and coaching. So individual counseling is a wonderful way to like get some support, um, and can be very beneficial. But for those that are struggling with a level of impairment where they're feeling that overwhelmed with their mental health or life stressors, having somebody day to day feels very different. You're able to touch base on what's going on and get that immediate feedback like the next day. We're learning something new, and then we get to review it and touch base on how did it go, right? The next day, versus having a conversation with your therapist and then a whole week goes by and then you have to follow up, catch them up. There's often a lot of things happening when we're talking about mental health and how hard it can hit. Sometimes if there's a lot of life crisis going on, that whole session is catching your therapist up, and there's very little time that you can spend on actually coaching and teaching and going through how do we cope with that? How do we make change happen?
And I know, so individual session, you're one-on-one. In the IOP sessions, it's more of a group setting, correct?
Correct. And this group environment offers family members this opportunity to not feel alone, to be able to join others that are also working very hard at managing their mental health and trying to get life back on track and trying to improve the way that they cope. It creates this different dynamic of like joining others that are also struggling, but also working very hard on change. Um, and I think it also like kind of like removes them from like the relationships that they're having at home a little bit and kind of offers just different perspective, offers different advice, offers different types of encouragement and a deep level of validation that comes from sitting next to somebody that's also really struggling.
Can you give an overview of what happens in these groups? You know, DBT, what is that? What does it mean to somebody who might be considering this group?
Yeah, we are primarily a DBT-based IOP. DBT is dialectical behavior therapy. We also cover some CBT concepts. We are teaching skills to cope with the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that often present with mental health that can be problematic. So we're teaching mindfulness concepts, which means like learning to live in the present moment. We're teaching skills to regulate emotions. A lot of that is really just learning to like understand and manage my emotions day to day. We're teaching skills that are designed to help tolerate distressing situations when we're feeling very overwhelmed, when crisis situations present, when I'm in a level of distress. Some really specific tools to help regulate through those. And we're also teaching interpersonal skills. When I start to struggle with my mental health, often my relationships take a hit. And so we're really reteaching people like how to very skillfully engage in those relationships and navigate them, even when my thoughts and feelings are very heavy and hard.
Tell me about the curriculum that you have.
Yes, so our curriculum is created where we have just like 26 days of different skills. So that means for 26 days, we teach something new every day. And the program is structured around like we have a binder, there's a lot of handouts. DBT is very teachable. So that's what those 26 days are, often some sort of concept or skill that we're teaching. And there's often a lot of learning, a lot of like practicing it in session, and then some homework that's part of the program. Throughout the curriculum that we do have some faith integration pieces built right into that. So we have the DBT model that's in our curriculum, but we also have some scripture and some guidance and some different faith-based concepts that are built into those days in addition to just the straight DBT skills.
Do you have to be Christian to attend? And if you are Christian, how do you incorporate the faith component?
You do not need to be Christian to attend the program. This is Christian Family Solutions, and so we do support our Christian clients in this program very specifically. I have scripture built in. We do have faith-based conversations. Those are invited and encouraged. No one client comes in with the same faith perspective, and so any sort of faith or religion or moral or valued concept is honored, and we're just using that as a strength that we can maybe focus on building on and growing, and just incorporating to kind of strengthen this concept of pursuing change and digging down deep and being able to find strength from something greater than maybe just myself.
What does the day-to-day look like? How many groups are there? When do they occur? And how long is your program?
Our IOP program runs from Monday through Thursday, 9 until noon, and it is based in 2 locations. So we have a group in our Appleton location and our Germantown location. The program is typically, we're recommending 6 to 8 weeks. We just see that it takes about that length of time before people are starting to make the changes that they're looking for and gain some progress. It also just takes some time to learn something new, and it's a lot of learning.
Do you incorporate individual therapy sessions or family therapy sessions in this program?
Our program is all group-based time for our IOP. However, our IOP clients are definitely connected with whatever additional services that they need, whether that's medication management, and or individual or family sessions. And so everyone's coming in with their own unique situation and concerns. We are absolutely able to get the family sessions and individual care and make those appointments in addition to our IOP program as needed throughout this time.
So if they are seeing someone for medication management or for individual or family therapy, they can continue that to see them?
Absolutely. Anyone coming in with any sort of external provider, we're always recommending that they maintain and continue those relationships. We just also can meet those needs. And so if anyone does not have those services available to them, we can make those connections.
How easy is it for someone to connect with you or someone on your team to start the intake process?
There are multiple ways to get connected. You can go directly to our website and refer yourself in. Providers or family members can kind of send a referral form in. Our intake staff is able to kind of generically screen, making sure that this is a good fit for clients before they're even scheduling. So they know how to get you connected and get you in the right direction, and help you make the choice if this is a worthwhile pursuit.
What happens when a client completes the program?
When clients are done with IOP, we are often making plans while we're in the process of this and what discharge looks like. And it can look like a lot of different things. We do have some lower intensity group options where we can kind of drop people down into a different group. After you know this DBT content, there are some other like skill building wellness groups that you can continue if group is a good fit for you and like that structure and that routine. Additionally, clients are often recommended to do ongoing individual counseling and medication management as they transition out. So they're either returning to their providers that they've had previously or being connected with providers within CFS.
What does success look like? Maybe you can share some examples of people doing better after this program.
Success looks like someone leaving this program feeling confident and capable of being able to respond skillfully, know what to do and how to cope with whatever's going on in life. We've talked about it, we've coached on it. They've had opportunity to practice while they're in the program. And so they're leaving here feeling more confident and capable in their own ability to take on life and all of the varieties of stressors that come with that. It can look like the mom that leaves feeling able to take on parenting and enjoy that once again. It can look like the employee leaving feeling capable of going back to work and taking on those tasks and responsibilities. It can look like someone on disability that just wasn't managing their home and their health and their wellness well and is feeling more capable of taking care of themselves and their home and just changing their routine so that they're functioning just in a way that makes them feel healthy and happy.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you for all you do, for the way you lead your team, and for your passion you have for your clients.
It is absolutely wonderful to be the witness of all of the change that happens in this program, and almost everybody that comes through says, I wish I would have done this years ago.
Thanks for your time, Cassie.